I just watched The Boogeyman, and the reason why I wanted to watch this movie is when the trailer first released, I saw that it was produced from the producers of Stranger Things and from the mind of Stephen King. And then that alone sold me on the movie. Stephen King and Stranger Things. Do I have to explain why those sold me on the movie? I don't think I do. And then, when you watch the trailer, the movie reminds me a lot of Come Play. And I really like that movie. So I was excited for this movie when the trailer came out. Sadly, I wasn't able to check it out in theaters, but it was now on Hulu, and it was October month, so it kind of fit perfectly. So here is my review on The Boogeyman. Let's start off with everything I liked about the movie. Now, for starters, I'm just going to say this straight up off the bat. If you have not seen this movie, watch this movie. It does not deserve all the hate it is getting. I honestly do not know why people are giving this movie 2.5 stars out of 5. Like, this movie's not bad. It's an enjoyable movie. It's enjoyable. Like, again, I watched this movie because it reminded me a lot of Come Play from the mind of Stephen King, producer of Stranger Things. And from the Come Play aspect, it really felt similar in here that I liked it. Because that's kind of what I wanted to watch from this movie. And that's what I got from this movie. Now, sure, out of the two, I would rather recommend Come Play. But this movie, from what I wanted from it, it really succeeded in that. And really checked that box out for me. The characters in here, I actually really like these characters. I was not expecting to like these characters as much as I did. I was not expecting that. I found myself like hooked into the characters, following their plot points they had, following their arcs, following their story. I was really hooked in these characters than I usually am with horror movies. Like, I haven't seen this movie yet. It's on my list. Totally Killer came out today. And I heard the characters in that movie, you want to die because you don't like them. But they're the main character. This movie, that is not the case at all. In fact, I'm not going to say that this is the most connected I ever been to a character in a horror movie. There's other horror movies, but compared to like movies like this, I was actually really connected to these characters in here. And I kind of wanted to see how the story ends. And I was hooked in. Now, another thing the movie really does well is hiding the creature in here. Some movies expose the creature instantly or give it away in the trailer. I don't remember if the trailer did that for this movie, but saying it didn't, they do a really good job at hiding the creature at first. Like at the beginning of the film, one of the characters is shown a drawing, but we don't get to see the drawing until we actually know what the creature looks like by that point. So the movie does a very good job at keeping the creature hidden and having your imagination go as you try to picture what this creature looks like. I feel like the tension in here is also really ongoing as well. Like, they have this really good job at building tension and having this good payoff to each individual tension. Now, sure, the jump scares can be cheap at some parts, but other parts I feel like they really did pull off the jump scares really well. And the ones that weren't showed in the trailer, I feel like had a really good effect on it. Now, there's also this one moment where I feel like the tension of it was really good and had like this gross payoff to it. And I don't really want to say what it is, but the main character keeps coughing. She goes to the bathroom, finds out what it is, and it's kind of effects from something previous on in the movie. That's all I'm going to say, but it was probably one of my favorite like tension bits of the movie. That's everything I liked about this movie, but do keep in mind, I still really enjoyed this movie. But let's move on to what I didn't like about the movie. This movie is predictable. like I said, it has that come play aspect in here, which also led it to be that predictability part I also suspected as well. Because coming from a film I have seen, and then adding it to a film that kind of has the same layer to it, I kind of predicted it. And some stuff also in here, I kind of predicted how things will end with those characters, how the movie will end entirely. And then you also always have this horror stuff, where it's just coincidences. That always happens in horror movie. Like, the power just happens to be out. That's basically that thing in this movie. Like, the power happens to be out. Like, out of any time ever, why is the power just randomly out right now? And throughout the entire movie, too, just like the power's off. What coincidence is that? And I don't see myself remembering this movie in like a few months. There is stuff in here I will remember. And this is a movie I would rewatch. It's just that there's nothing in here particular that makes me want to rush out to watch it again. Like Scream, that's a really good movie, would watch it again. It, really enjoyed it. Chucky, really enjoy it. When it comes to this movie, I liked it. We can put it on. I'll watch it. But I won't rush out to watch it. Like I'm not rushing out to watch it every October. Now, when it comes to the Stephen King and Stranger Things aspect in here, when it said produced by Stranger Things and Mind of Stephen King, now Mind of Stephen King means like he wrote the book or like had an idea for the story. So I'm not going to really talk about that because I don't remember a book about the Boogeyman that Stephen King wrote, but producers of Stranger Things though, I mean, like, I can kind of feel Stranger Things in here, but for the most part, I didn't really get any Stranger Things vibes. Like, there was no, like, kind of Stranger Things connections with the character. Maybe the creatures stretching it that they have in here from the way to keep it hidden. But overall, if you're looking forward for this movie, for the Stranger Things, producer of Stranger Things part, I didn't see much of that in you. But overall, I really enjoyed The Boogeyman. I do not know why it is getting all this hate for no reason at all. I don't understand why people do not like the plot in here. I don't understand why people don't enjoy this movie either. I enjoyed this movie. It's not the best movie. It's not the best horror movie. I don't see myself watching it every October. Yes, it's predictable. Yes, it doesn't have all those beats you would want it to hit. But it still has some good tension in here. It really does a good job at keeping the creature hidden. I feel like it really works as a horror film. I would recommend this movie. At least watch it before you judge people from hating it, because I do not understand the hate. And out of 10, I'm going to give The Boogeyman a 7 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. Follow my letterboxd called The Con Man Movie. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.